Most people who feel financially unstable don't actually have a money problem. They have a complexity problem. Too many accounts, too many apps, too many rules they read once, felt motivated for a week, and then quietly abandoned. So today we're doing the opposite of all that. Just the small handful of money rules that actually matter, explained simply, in the exact order you should actually use them. No spreadsheets, no jargon, no finance degree required. Just a short, simple list you can actually follow for the rest of your life. Rule 1. Know your real number. Not a rough guess. Not, I think I'm doing okay. The actual amount of money coming in every month and the actual amount going out. Here's something most people don't realize. The majority of people who feel behind on money don't actually have a spending problem. They have a visibility problem. They genuinely don't know where $600 or $700 a month quietly disappears to until they actually sit down and look at real numbers instead of a feeling. You don't need a complicated budgeting app to fix this. You don't need 12 categories and color-coded spreadsheets. A simple list, income, minus every category of expense, updated once a month is completely enough. Write down what comes in. Write down what goes out. Compare the two numbers. That's the entire exercise, and it takes maybe 20 minutes. This single habit is the foundation everything else in this video is built on top of. You cannot fix what you refuse to look at, and skipping this step turns every other rule in this list into pure guesswork. Rule 2. Automate before you get the chance to decide. Here's an uncomfortable truth about saving money. It almost never fails because people don't earn enough. It fails because saving depends on willpower, and willpower runs out, especially during a busy, stressful, or emotionally exhausting month, which is exactly when people need their savings plan the most. The fix is simple. Set up one automatic transfer on the same day you get paid, moving money straight into savings before it ever touches your checking account, before you ever get the chance to spend it first and save whatever's left. Even a small amount, $25 or $50, automated every single paycheck, consistently for years, beats a much bigger amount you fully intended to save but never quite got around to. This is the minimalist trick hiding inside almost every successful saver's routine. It replaces dozens of small, exhausting willpower decisions with a single one-time setup you do once and never have to think about again. Rule 3. Build one small emergency fund before you do anything else with extra money. Not 6 months of expenses. Not some giant intimidating number that takes years to hit. Just enough to cover one real, ordinary emergency, a car repair, an unexpected medical bill, a month without a paycheck. A starting goal of around $1,000 is usually enough to stop a single bad month from spiraling into high-interest debt. Here's why this step comes early. Skip it. Invest everything you have instead, and the first flat tire or broken water heater undoes months of progress because it goes straight onto a credit card instead of getting paid in cash from savings you already had. This fund is genuinely what makes every other rule in this video hold up under real-world pressure. Life doesn't ask permission before something breaks, and this is the cushion that keeps one bad week from becoming a bad year. Rule 4. Once that small emergency fund exists, high-interest debt gets your full, focused attention. Credit cards, high-interest personal loans, anything charging you double-digit interest is actively working against every single other financial goal you have, growing faster than almost any investment could reasonably outrun. There are two common, well-known ways to attack it. Pay off the smallest balance first, for quick psychological wins and momentum, or pay off the highest interest rate first to save the most money mathematically over time. Both genuinely work. The method that actually works best for you is simply the one you'll stick with consistently, so pick one and start today, instead of spending months debating which one is theoretically perfectly optimal. Rule 5. Invest in one simple thing, not 10 complicated ones you don't fully understand. A single, low-cost, broad index fund that tracks a wide slice of the overall stock market is genuinely enough for the vast majority of people. It spreads your money across hundreds, sometimes thousands, of companies at once, so no single company having a terrible year can wreck your entire financial progress. You are not trying to pick a winner here. You're betting on the overall economy growing over the long run, which historically has trended upward far more often than it's trended downward. This one simple decision replaces the entire stock picking, chart watching, constantly checking your phone version of investing that scares so many people away before they ever get started at all. Rule 6. Watch for lifestyle creep because it's quiet and it's sneaky. Every time your income goes up, there's a natural pull to upgrade everything else right along with it: a bigger apartment, a nicer car, pricier everyday habits. None of that is wrong on its own, but if your spending rises exactly as fast as your income does, you can earn significantly more money over the years and still feel exactly as financially stuck as before. The simple fix: whenever your income increases, put a meaningful chunk of that raise directly towards savings or investing before your everyday spending has a chance to quietly absorb all of it. Rule 7. Protect what you've built without turning it into a second job. Your credit score quietly affects mortgage rates, auto loan rates, and sometimes even insurance premiums. And protecting it really comes down to just two boring habits: pay every single bill on time, every time, and keep your credit card balances well below their limits. That's genuinely it. You don't need to check your score every single day, and you don't need an expensive paid monitoring service to do this well. Those two unglamorous habits account for the vast majority of what actually makes up a strong credit score over time. Let's make this concrete with a quick example. Imagine someone earning a normal, average income, nothing special. Month 1, they sit down for 20 minutes and finally write out their real number, income minus expenses, for the first time. Month 2, they set up one automatic transfer of $50 per paycheck, moving straight into savings before they ever see it. Within a few months, that small emergency fund hits $1,000, sitting quietly in the background, doing nothing except existing, just in case. From there, every extra dollar goes toward the highest interest credit card until it's gone. Once that's cleared, the same automatic habit, the one that used to fund the emergency cushion, gets redirected into one simple broad index fund, and it just keeps running, month after month, without anyone having to remember to do it or feel motivated about it. 2 years later, nothing dramatic happened. No lucky stock pick, no windfall, no sudden burst of financial genius. Just the same short list of rules, followed quietly and consistently in order. That's genuinely the whole story behind most people who feel financially stable. It's rarely a secret. It's just consistency applied to a short list. Here's one more minimalist rule that ties everything else together. Check in on all of this occasionally, not constantly. You do not need to look at your investment account every single day. You do not need to recheck your budget every single time you buy coffee. Once a month is genuinely enough to glance at your real number, confirm the automatic transfers are still running, and make sure nothing needs adjusting. Checking obsessively doesn't make any of this work faster or better. It mostly just adds stress, and for some people, it actually leads to worse decisions, panicking over a normal market dip, or second-guessing a plan that was already working perfectly fine. Minimalism here means trusting the system you built enough to leave it alone most of the time. Here's why the order in this video actually matters as much as the rules themselves. Skip the emergency fund, and any small, ordinary setback quietly turns into debt. Skip attacking high-interest debt early, and it grows faster than your other goals can ever outrun. Try to do everything all at once with no order at all, and you end up moving forward and backward at the same time, never quite gaining ground. Minimalism here doesn't mean doing less out of laziness. It means doing the small number of things that actually matter, in an order that makes every single one of them work properly. That's genuinely the entire list. Know your real number, automate before you decide, build a small emergency fund, attack high-interest debt, invest in one simple fund, watch for lifestyle creep, and protect it with two boring habits. None of this requires a finance degree, a dozen competing apps, or hours of your week. Pick whichever step on this list you're not doing yet and start there today.